Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning with me, Brigand Hall. Let's head to the Caverns of Ingress. This looks like the waterfall Florian mentioned. Begin the Rite of Valor. Find the stone. What curse did it put on me? Minus 50% damage resist. That's pretty significant. Dungeon just keeps going on, doesn't it? Well, we're trying to make sure we explore the whole thing. Whoops. Messed up my pacing a little bit. But it all worked out in the end. This gleaming structure appears to be the pillar Florian spoke of. I continue the Rite of Valor. Alright, what do we get here? Minus 50% damage! Well, that's alright. We're extremely over leveled for where we're currently at. We'll be okay. Alright, grab him. There we go. Nah, it's frustrating. Take whatever buff I can get here. With all the damage that I have, minus 50% is nothing to shake a stick at. Though those enemies are still something to shake a stick at. They are not threatening in the slightest. It is fun that they're mixing it up by forcing you to take these huge hits to your stats. This is the tree Florian spoke of. Continue the Rite of Valor. Trial of Agility. Minus 25 chance to evade. I'll have a chance to evade anyway, so that doesn't affect me, I don't think. Unless when you roll, there's only a % chance to evade. Alright, we'll pop one of these. Well, actually, we're gonna do this to save us some time. Oh. Okay. He does look really cool, though. I think he looks different than the other, like the regular bog thresh. He's got flowers on him. I don't think the regular bog thresh just have those flowers sticking out of their back like that. Pretty cool design. Most enemies in this game have really cool designs, so. Not really anything new and insightful.
Greetings again. Well done. I can use the petal to create an elixir for the Almain. He needs only to drink this. If it indeed frees him from the curse, he may leave. And I will finally have hope of saving Ulcerund from the Narca.
Alright, what do I do now?
Administer the potion to the Almain. Hopefully, it'll free him of the curse, and we can begin to heal Ulcerund of the Narca affliction. We have waited long for the champion to return.
You've returned. Will the Fae allow me to leave?
Drink this.
They'll let me go if this works. Fine. I'll drink anything at this point. I can feel the curse leaving me. I'm not just saying that so I can leave. It's like a fever's breaking. I should get back to my wife. Thank you again, and farewell.
That was impressive. Our success with the Almain bears great portent for Ulcerund. If a mortal can be cured, then maybe a Fae can as well. I believe that you could survive a journey through the felfire pit. Will you help us with another task?
I will consider it. Our Circle of Engard.
My brethren and I make up the Circle of Engard. We seek to restore the Fae rights lost when the mortals took the House of Valor. The Circle is holding vigil, waiting for the champion to return.
Ulcerund.
Ulcerund is among the last Fae lands untouched by mortal civilization. But it is not without its difficulties. Some of our brethren have fallen to a curse that renders them feral and frenzied.
What do you require?
We wish to repeat our success with the Almain at a much grander scale. To do this, we require the essence of another plant, this time from the felfire pit. The pit is located at the base of the great spine of Ulcerund. The flower, the felfire bloom, rests there. The only plant that grows in the pit.
What's in it for me?
We know the mortal fondness for compensation, and will reward you significantly.
Okay, I'll do it.
Excellent. Then head to the felfire pit, where the guardian of the bloom awaits. Farewell.
Luckily, I've already found it. And in we go. Felfire bloom. Let's go head off to the right first. Nope, we're gonna head off to the left first. So dead kobolds, that doesn't bode well. Darn you, sprites. Come here. darn running around. Are these the ones I need to water first? Like in the Teeth of Naros? No, I think those are unique to the Teeth of Naros. Hey, kobolds. Helm of the Crucible. Thera Adwaldis commissioned this for her beloved companion, the Duckofar Master Armor, Neri Konir. Okay. I'm a little curious what that helmet looks like. Equipped. It's 20% damage. No, we have better, I think, back in our inventory. Alright, looks a little silly. It actually matches my armor. I think a little better than my current helmet does. Hey, the Corthian Cuirass! This is the last piece that I needed of the Corthian set. Well, it's about time. Shame that I did a DLC first and now I don't need it. I've actually started finding the better version of the Corthian set. Karis's plate? I forgot what it's called now. But it might be worth downgrading to the Corthian set, since we're not really having trouble in this area. In the slightest. I guess this way first. Casual 4,000 damage crit. No big deal. Karod set. I think that's the upgraded version of the Corthian set that we found 2 pieces of, I think, in the Dead Kell expansion. I saw it's directly behind us. Oh, that's for another quest.
I smell flesh.
Excellent. You have my thanks, child. Now we can use the power of the felfire bloom to begin the removal of this curse from our lands. We will, however, require your services once more to accomplish this. Will you aid us again?
Okay. What must I do?
Seek an audience with the keepers of the crossing, and then administer the sample of felfire bloom to the heart of this land. With luck, you will free this entire region from the Narca affliction.
How will it heal this region?
The restorative properties of the felfire bloom will remove the Narca's affliction from the font of the crossing.
Why the crossing?
The summer fae who live here are tied to the land, and the land in turn is tied to the crossing.
Right, why the keepers?
You must invoke the keeper's right in order to reach the crossing. The first step is to challenge Pura at the Crown of the Sun to battle. You need proof that you have bested her to pass through Rathir.
Okay, I'll do it.
Very well. Defeat Pura, and she will give you the Amulet of the Sun. Take the amulet to the keepers at Rathir, and they will allow you to pass. At the bottom of Rathir, you'll find the font of the crossing. Place the sample of felfire bloom atop it.
And what do I need to do again?
Go to the Crown of the Sun, where Pura trains replacement keepers, and challenge her to battle. Only if you defeat her will she grant you the Amulet of the Sun, which you will require to enter the crossing. Then, delve into the depths of Rathir and find the crossing. Place the sample of felfire bloom atop the altar at its center.
Okay. I think it's faster for me. Aegon's tomb. I think if we did it from the halls of Ingress, there was a cliff face. We'd have to go all the way around in order to get to the objective. Which I might be misremembering. Nope, yeah, we could have just zipped right up here. Well, the more you know, right? Hindsight is 20/20.
A child of dust. What brings you to the Crown of the Sun? The desert is unkind to mortals.
I'm here to beat you up. Pura.
I am the guardian of the Crown of the Sun. It is my role to watch this sacred place and see to the safety of the keepers in training.
The crossing.
Florian told you of it. They must trust you implicitly. It is one of many sources of our worldly power. It is an almost limitless source of magical energy, closely tied to the essence of Alcerund.
And the keepers.
They spent hundreds of years here in preparation of their duties. I am tasked with meeting their needs, ensuring they are ready. It will be several hundred years before the replacements for the current keepers arrive.
Alright, I'm invoking the keeper's right.
Florian and the Circle sent you to access the crossing? It is highly unusual for a mortal to invoke a Fey right, but your aura is most unlike a mortal's. Very well. Prepare yourself.
Oh, just critter, and that was it.
Well done. You are a skilled combatant. It's no wonder you've earned the respect of Florian and his Circle. The Amulet of the Sun is yours, and with it your right to descend to the crossing.
Okay.
You will find the crossing in the deepest depths of Keralatha. The Amulet of the Sun allows you to access the tunnels that will take you there.
Good news is we've already found that. I'm not expecting this to be more like the different aesthetic, like how the Circle of shoot, what's it called? Engard. Circle of Engard. How like I had like the stone face instead of the wood face. So I'm gonna be like a stone or desert themed Fey Hollow.
Welcome to Keralatha, mortal. We have not had visitors in a very long time. What do you seek?
Winter and Summer Fey.
Yes, I am Winter Fey and Halcyor is Summer Fey. That is the nature of the crossing. A representative from both courts remains here for balance.
So this is the first Winter Fey that we've met.
I always distrusted the Summer Fey, but it is difficult to distrust your only companion. Over the centuries, Halcyor and I have grown to rely on one another.
The Keepers.
The Keepers live to prevent use of the crossing by either Fey Empire. Its power is such that both Summer and Winter Fey have agreed to leave its power unharnessed.
The Crossing.
It is a nexus of energies, a place where magic flows infinitely. There are few such places on Amalur, and the Keepers are tasked with protecting them.
Sage Crafting.
I am quite skilled at sage crafting. It is one of my roles. I will aid you if you require it.
Pura.
Always dear Pura has stood vigilant at the Circle of the Sun, awaiting the new Keepers to give them direction. It was she who led Halcyor and myself to the crossing when we first arrived in Amalur.
Halcyor.
Halcyor is my companion, and a revelation. I never in my lives spoke to a Summer Fey, yet now I see that Winter and Summer are not so different.
Keralatha.
It is no accident that Keralatha is a place of great spiritual confluence. The crossing's flow of energy has influenced the landscape, shaped it as the ancients once did.
I have needed the crossing.
To deal with the Narca curse. If Pura has given you the means to pass, then do so. You should seek out Halcyor. He will assist you in this.
Pura.
She is the guardian of the Crown of the Sun, and a powerful sorceress. But you have defeated her. It is no wonder Florian and the others of the House of Valor have come to place their trust in you.
Crown of the Sun.
It is where the replacement keepers go to prepare for their work at the crossing. When it is time for them to assume their posts, they enter into combat with Pura, as you did. If they survive, she brings them here, as she did with us.
And where is Halcyor?
We Keepers routinely delve into the depths of Keralatha to make minute adjustments to the crossing, ensuring its power remains under control. Find the crossing, and Halcyor will undoubtedly be nearby. Take caution in these lands, mortal.
Alright, off to a good start. Could have a lot of junk this episode. Oh, their eyes usually purple? Or is that a graphical? Kind of looks like it might be a graphical problem as well. Oh no, it shifted red. Do they normally change color? Now it's purple. I don't know. Seems a little suspect to me. I don't know if that's standard or if that was a graphical error. Might as well continue down this way. Whoops. Oh, can I get that extra attack off like I was hoping? I should have rolled through there. Oh well. So I didn't quite make it. How much health do I have? 1137. It's a pretty cool open area. Which seems to be mostly optional. So much junk. Oh. Nice ambush, loser. Alright. I wouldn't mind some sort of water hazards in this game, just to spruce up these stretches where you just swim and there's nothing going on. I think it used to be you could dive under the water. Was the initial plans or on the initial release and they got rid of it. So it's possible they had initially planned for some sort of underwater combat. I swore you could initially dive under. No, I might be thinking of Underworld Ascendant. You used to be able to dive under the water, and they got rid of that mechanic. Don't play that game. Underworld Ascendant. Ugh. What a horrible, horrible experience. The only game on my channel to ever be incomplete because it was so broken that I literally could not complete it.
You should feel privileged. The crossing is not a place of mortal business. You are the first to come this far.
I have needed the crossing.
That essence of the felfire bloom is meant for the crossing, yes? To cure this region of the Narca curse. I will not allow it. Florian, in all his wisdom, does not see what I see.
And what do you see?
That the crossing is a solution to this long winter. No Fey empire has ever risen so. It is not the way of things. I have been using the power of the crossing to gradually tip the balance of magic in favor of the summer Fey in Ulcerant. But this had unfortunate side effects.
What side effects?
The crossing is tied to the magical essence of this land, and so are the Fey of this region. My tampering has driven them to madness. It is a necessary corruption. Better for a few of us to be mad than to wait for this long winter to end.
Then what would you have me do?
Perish. I cannot allow you to interfere further. The Circle of Engard must endure my curse for as long as it takes to end this long winter. Fare you well.
No? A sample of felfire bloom melts into the ether ether as you place it on the altar before the crossing. Alright, and a job well done. I'm sure Maxon will be happy to hear that his only companion was up to no good. Making trouble in his neighborhood. And also that we killed him. I'm sure he'll be thrilled about that. Really could use a shortcut back in this dungeon, I think. It's a little too long-winded to not have an easy way back to the beginning. Need to pay more attention to the Fey Hollow faces.
I see. Alcir's devotion to his king and court was more powerful than our friendship. That he would compromise his own kind to end the long winter is deeply unsettling. Perhaps, in the end, he'd become Narca himself. You have my thanks. Please, take these. They are imbued with Fey magic, and should aid you wherever you may go.
Well, thank you. Let's see. Maxon.
I serve the Unseelie court. I was chosen to guard the crossing as the winter representative, to watch over its power during the long winter.
Did it work?
The crossing has changed. I can feel it. But whether it undid the damage Halcyon inflicted remains to be seen. Return to Florian and report what transpired. Take caution in these lands more.
Well, I'm glad to see that the Winter Fae held up his end of the, I guess, honor. He remained honorable where the Summer Fae did not. Which is a pleasant change of pace. They've been very one-sided so far. Well, I wouldn't say all of them. The Winter Fae, the ones that didn't side with Gladflow, were killed, so... There are honorable Winter Fae, or there were. They've been murdered since then.
Greetings. I can feel a change in the air. The taint of the Narca curse is rapidly dissipating. A shame it was caused by one of the Sealy's own. The Circle and I will take our leave. A small number of Narca will undoubtedly remain. We will reclaim our brethren and defeat what Narca are left. Thanks to you, perhaps Alcerund will recover from the Narca after all.
Exercise caution in Alcerund.
Off they go. Wherever they're gonna go. Let's see. I kind of want to go over here and repair my stuff real fast. Well, actually, we need to get back to Webwood. I want to see what the full Corthian set looks like. And we also have stuff to drop off anyway, so... Oh yeah, what did we get? Got some boots, didn't we? Whisper Skin Sandals. I created for the Crossing Keepers, an ancient order of Fey journeymen that protect the secret sources of Fey magic in Amalur. 10% elemental damage across the board, 10% bleeding resist, 15% mana, 1 mana regen per second, and 10% mana regen per second. That's pretty good. Pretty good, I think. Alright, let's we'll drop off some of this stuff here. Hey, gentleman's courtesy. No, we'll hold on to it. The rest of these I think we'll sell. Or we'll hold on to. Let's grab the Corthian set. Yeah, Karod's. Yeah, Karod's Cuirass, not quite as good as the Divergent Cuirass we have equipped, but it is the advanced version of the Corthian set. That should be the full set. Let's check it out. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. But I also really like the way the Divergent set looks, not including the helmet. Alright, so I think I'm going to keep using the Divergent set and hope that we find the entire Karod set. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, but I'm going to call the episode here. Off camera, I'm going to sell all this stuff. In the next episode, we will meet at Aegon's tomb. and continue with the Warsworn quest line. And then if we finish that soon enough, we can map out, I guess, the Hollowlands. Or do Aegon's Tomb and then talk to the NPCs in Overlook Camp. I don't know, we'll figure it out next time. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.